Hi, I'm Shauna and this is Ring of Light Crafts. Welcome to my page. If you guys like, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're on YouTube and you see this, hit the bell notification. So hit subscribe and then the notification bell and hit all or program it to however you would like it to be. Now that that's said, let's get started because I'm excited about this one. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy out of the way. We have 3 different molds that we are going to be doing. One in which is just for a simple round, just a very simple round lid off of a off of a water bottle. And the reason why I like this is because the outside shape of this is pretty bloody perfect for a round necklace that we will eventually make out of this. So let's get started. All you have to do to make your little design here, you guys, make your little mold, is make sure your glue gun's very hot. Okay, but don't burn yourself, please. So, and then you just apply your glue to go all the way around it. Get it to drip down your sides. And the hotter it is, I hate to say this because I don't like to, but the hotter it is, sometimes the faster it is just to go down the sides. But I'm not going to do it too hot because I don't have those controls. So let's go right over here. And let's just go down this side here. All you're going to do is make this shape. Don't touch it, you guys. Remember, I know you know this, but I have to say it's scalding. It is very, very hot, and there's a lot of it. So if you've accidentally put your hand over the top trying to add more glue somewhere, you're going to end up with anywhere between 1st and 4th degree burns. Okay, so here we go. Trust me, I know I burnt myself the other day and I thought, well, that was really dumb of myself. So all you're going to do is add it right on it and just let the hot glue do its job. Alright, you want to make sure you seal it the best you can. You don't want to waste a lot of glue if you can help it. It's just that my glue gun is not getting where it should be, as hot as it should be. I see a bubble there. Just going to make sure that it was just a bubble and not that I missed a spot. And now I have to open up my new glue because I don't have any out. So hi Jane, I can see people now. Yay. Hi Jane, good morning. Hi Baudette, I hope I said it right. Good morning to you. Hi Monica, good morning to you. Aww. It does, huh Monica? Okay, so I'm just going to go over it just one more time just to make sure I got these edges, because I really want to make sure that it is nice and solid for once it dries, the next step, which we won't finish it all today. We're just making the silicone or the pattern itself so that we have it. You guys, these must dry. And for those that don't know, the secret to a hot glue gun is when they're drying, you want to absolutely make sure, because right now it's kind of clear, as you can tell. This is on parchment paper and this is kind of clear. So you want to make sure to know when they're dry. They look something like this. It's kind of cloudy, and of course you can touch it, you know, but it is cloudy compared to the clear. So just so you know, so that you're safe and don't accidentally touch something scalding hot. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and move our little paper over here, because our next little mold I want is our little bear. I love this little thing. And we're going to do the exact same thing we just did. I got a bubble. Let me pop that bubble right there. There we go. That we just did to the other one. But I'm just going to get a better hold of him. And then I'm just going to start right over the top of him and just go all the way down. This is actually my second mold of him. I still have the first one. I'll show you that after, because these will not be what I can actually probably end up touching them. That's good. And I don't want to scald myself. So here we go. Now when it comes to the feet, because they all kind of sticking at you, and go ahead and get a better hold. I'm going to make sure that I get the glue all the way underneath those little feet, okay? And do it to the other side. Remember, what you do to one side, you do to the other. And just get that to go right on over our little feet here. And cover the rest of his tummy. I'm going to turn it so I make sure I got that little tiny gap under this paw. We want to make sure we enclose it. Okay, so he looks really good. I'm going to add extra on top of his nose, just because I know that can poke right through, because it's so hot, it can just go right off, just drain off. I know it's funny to say drain off, huh? Oh, thank you, Jane, I appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add a little more, just because I want him nice and sturdy, because I'm going to be using him a lot. So I don't want to not be able to use this. And once I make these, and they're totally dry and safe, you know, for you to handle, even your grandkids can touch them and look at them. But not while they're like this, please. Yeah, not like this. Okay, I think we got more than enough glue on him. So we're going to let him totally dry. Remember, we want him to look like this one is. So I'm just going to set that there for comparison. You can see that this is see-through, even though it's on a parchment paper. Make sure you use parchment paper, you guys. I forgot to mention that. Because once you use the parchment paper, if you haven't seen my other videos, this would be so easy just to pop right off of there, okay? Now, I do have 4 things that we're going to do. I thought I only had 3, but Grandpa just brought me one. I'm going to scoot this down here. Now, I have my little guardian angel. And we're going to go ahead and do him. Cool. Now, this is metal, you guys. Or cheap form metal. Anyways. Brass, thank you. Make sure, once you put your hot glue on this, do not touch this. This must be absolutely 100% cooled down. Otherwise, it will totally burn, you guys. Okay? And so, here we go. We're going to go ahead once again, take our glue gun. And I'm just going to go right over this. Oops, get that to go that way. And over the pretty little face of the angel. And this will give us a mold that we can put in a resin later and make some little angel necklaces or anything you want to use this for. Now, I have my hand on her and I have to take my hand off because she is starting to get quite hot. So we'll just get the bottom part of her real fast here. And we'll continue. Right around, and I might go over one more time just because I want to make absolutely sure she is nice and well-rounded. I just want to make sure I got all the little gaps in her, because once I put the other stuff in to make her, I do not want it running out on my body, because we have to use gloves. We don't want it to scald us or burn us because it is a chemical, and we don't want it to be sticky on our hands. I cannot stand sticky hands. And weird. All the stuff I'm making, I cannot stand sticky hands. So anyways, she should be okay now. We're going to go ahead and just let her, whoops. I see one little spot here, guys. I couldn't see before. We'll go ahead and let her set. Now, once again, we want her to be nice and clear, like this little piece here. So we'll go ahead and scoop her over. I want to show you the middle one we were working on. As you can tell, it is getting very close to this one here, but we're going to wait just a little bit. Put that back by the angel. And we're going to go ahead and scoop this whole thing out of my way, because we're going to bring over our last little mold here we're going to make today. And then hopefully these will be dry enough I can show you at least 1 or 2 what they will look like once they're out. Now, I really like this egg shape. I don't need all of them. I just need one for a mold. And because these can make very pretty little pendants, stuff like that. So once again, right on top, and we'll just, on this one here, it's nice and big, that we're just going to go right ahead and let it run down. Just let it build itself. Now, I don't have anything over it to help it pop off easy or anything like that. But since this is plastic and this is just glue, it'll just come right off. You may have to work at it just a wee bit, but it'll come off. At least it should, right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and make this little case here, if you will. And get it, oops, get it to turn a little so I can reach. And here we go. Let's go ahead and finish this one up. The other one is starting to dry. I'm glad because I really wanted to show you how to take them off and everything like that. So, oops, I gotta add more glue. They do take a lot of glue, you guys, but in the long run, you'll get a lot of stuff out of your little molds. Now, these are what people will use for like putting their resin in to make little jewelries or little beads or whatever you want to make out of them. It's totally up to you. I just think they'd be really neat little pendants. And I can have, once I get past this stage, you know, we can do another video and we can make one together. Let me just add a little extra right through here because this is kind of close. And I want to make sure I get down in that edge. And I can't really see in there. So I'd rather waste a little bit of glue than not catch my edge. Because I don't want to have to do it twice. I do have a bubble here. So I'm going to fill that in just to make absolute sure that it is going to make my mold. I'm just kind of pat it just because it was pulled up. I accidentally hit it with the gun. So there we go. I'm going to move the gun out of the way, you guys. So now this is our third one. Oh, dang it. Thank God I got nails, huh? Don't do what I just did. This is our fourth one, excuse me. And once again, we wanted to turn into this gloss, cloudy color before you even try to touch something like this. Now, since this is close to this color, I'm literally going to let this sit for quite some time because I don't want to get scolded. And let's bring back our other little creatures here. Now, as you can tell, this one is getting pretty close. So shortly we should be able to do something with this one. And this one is really close. It's like right on. Let me see. Can I touch? And I can touch it. It's still warm, but we're close. And this one is no way, don't touch. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go right ahead and we're going to pop the middle one up because it should be hot. There you go. I mean, cool enough to do it. See how easy it was to get that out? So I see a little bubble, but that don't matter because it's on the outside of where I want my mold. My mold is literally what I want. It's just the inside here where I got my lid. Now once it's dry enough, let's see if it's dry enough. We can just go all the way around it. It takes a little bit of pushing. Now it might rip, and I'll tell you why, because it's not cooled down. It is quite warm. But I at least wanted to get one on here and show you guys. Okay, and it's going to rip if I try to do it while it's hot. So I'm going to wait. But I do want to show you. They're all just too hot for me to touch still, but they're getting close, you guys. But let me show you what the bell did, because like I said, oops, I just tore tape off my tape. Okay, the bell over here looks something like this right now. Once again, it's still a little too hot for me to touch, as you can tell. But I have previously made one, and I got all these streamers on it. The little spider webs of the glue. And look at the coloration of this mold. I did not expect that, but it's only kind of logical, I guess. I should have thought of it, because the bear itself has a little fuzz on it. So, of course, it's going to show up like that, which I think is really kind of cool if you think about it, because it looks like a bear is still in there. And you're going to obviously remember what it is and what you used to make it out of. So now we're going to turn it over, and you can see the inside of our mold, which is really kind of cool, and it's kind of fuzzy too. So when we use this, I'm going to have to take that into respect that it just may have some of that fuzz with it. But it's okay because we're going to use it anyways and see what will happen. If you have some of these without the fuzz, that'd be really, really cool. Then you wouldn't have to worry about possibly not getting the perfect design that you want. Now, as you can see, it's a nice solid mold. So when you put your resin or whatever you're going to use in it, you got it made. And it only goes to the very tip of that, or how, you know, however low or high you want it. And it will sit pretty cool. And then you add your little flowers, whatever you want to do with that. So that's our teddy bear mold that we're making. And I still think that's really cool how it shows through. Okay, so here's our other mold with the teddy bear. We cannot quite, let me see. Yeah, I can touch him, but he probably won't come apart or come out. But I can show you how easy it is to flip it and get it off the parchment paper. Use parchment paper, so much better than trying to get it off of paper, because then you got a mess to clean up and you probably won't end up with your mold. So if he is dry enough, you just go around. I don't know if he's dry enough. He feels pretty warm. We'll just go around and see if we can just pop him out, just so you guys can see what it's like. Okay, let me see. You just go around your item and get it nice and loose. Now, I don't want to pull and break him. Let's see. What I'm doing is trying to push his face through, just because I know he's still warm. And if he starts to crack, I want to stop right away so I can seal it. And I would still have use of my mold. That puts out. And there we go. That one's out. I do recommend waiting until they're totally dry, but I really did want to at least show you guys how they work. From this point, you should just be able to pop him right out. Oh look, it didn't show as much as the hair on this one because I already did this one with it. So that one looks really nice, you guys. I can't wait to use these, and we can do them together. We're just going to check, make sure there's no little bubbles, which it looks like I may have one, which is fine. I can deal with that. We can fix that by the time it comes. So anyways, that's our little bear. That's this little guy here. And you can tell that he is basically this color. And now our other one here, it's just one that I have had problems with making some of these before. So I think this is just the kind that you're just going to have to do. Take easy and take a chance on ripping it, because you can rip these. And it's very easy to rip them, especially on the lids, I notice. Okay, we're just going to let that one sit longer. Okay, now here's our angel. Now our angel is not quite the right color, you guys. But we're going to go ahead and at least pick her up and see what happens. See how easy she is to pick up? Ta-da! She's up. Now, whoops, I dropped her because I was afraid she was too hot to touch. Okay, now the glue itself is warm but not hot that I would burn myself. But since this is not exactly a plastic or something, okay, I might be able to touch that. I'm touching her. She's still pretty warm. Let's just see what we can do with her. Let's see if we can get her to come out. I'm really curious about the angel. Come on, baby. Right through there. May have to wait. It looks like it doesn't want to come out around the head here. Let me see if I can push my nail. There's a little tight spot there. There we go. And here. All right. Here's our guardian angel. Ah, I love that. And if you want, you can just clean it up if you got any little pieces you don't want to have in there. And that's really cool. I love this. And this is our guardian angel mold. So, this is probably be the second, or probably the first one, to be honest, that I do. Just because it's a guardian angel. And I left the little clip for the part to hook it on as a necklace, which at first I thought I'll just fill that in, but you know what, I'm not going to, because the clip is already there, and I have the centerpiece right here, which is actually the opening. I'm not going to have to worry about trying to attach a clip on her, because she has one. So however we decide to do her, she is ready and set to go. Isn't that cool? So anyways, you guys, these are just real simple little things you can do for your molds. And we're going to check this last one just to check. I'm not quite sure if I want to touch this one yet. It looks pretty good. Let's just see. Why not? Let me move our angel out of the way. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this one. Can you see this one? My video has a delay, so I can't really see. Okay, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to see if I can flip it up. Probably would have to get this up before it is too, whoops, let me move these guys, too dry, because then it probably would not have come up. And the reason why this is harder, I didn't put anything down. What you could do is put a little oil or something on top of this first if you want it, but we're not going to since this was just an experiment anyways. Obviously we didn't, so let me see and get this flip up. Now this one may totally tear. It's still very warm though. Let me try to get it by this edge here. Oh, there we go. And yeah, definitely warm. The center part may rip. Let's see if it's going to rip on us. Yep, I think it might. Or my nail just went through it, one or the other. We will find out here shortly. Alright. Okay. So that one is not that bad, but you can see why I actually did put my nail through it. So I ripped it. So on something like this, you guys, I'm not going to throw it away. That's a waste. I'm simply going to take my glue gun. Let me put my parchment paper back under it. Sorry. I'm going to take my glue gun, and I'm just going to real carefully go over it. Just like this. You could do it on the inside or the out. Since I had a piece on the inside, I was just trying to break it down. And I'm going to give it this interesting little design. Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to, because when I do what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to have this interesting design in here. Now, remember, once again, you cannot touch it right now. Very, very hot. But I think this would be really, really cool, too. Neat little design. Let me add some right through here. I want the same design throughout the whole thing. There we go. And then once we actually make it, this is going to be awesome. Okay. So now we got the whole little pendant thing here ready to go, and we'll have a neat little design in there. So when we do add our flowers and stuff, you can see our design out here. We're gonna have those extra little ridges and stuff in our drawing. I think that'd be cool. We'll find out though, won't we? Anyways, you guys, I just want to thank you for joining me today. Once again, if you like these little tutorials, please subscribe, hit the like button, or if you're on YouTube, hit subscribe and hit the bell and click the notification that suits you. And as always, you guys, have a very blessed day, and as always, be blessed. Bye, guys.